Hi, welcome to Skijor Central, the global media hub for everything Skijor. First, we wanted to thank our sponsors of Skijor Cup, Jet HQ, and Sendero Provisions Company for making it possible for all of us to explore this wonderful sport that we love so much. They certainly both embrace the spirit of travel and adventure that everyone involved in skijoring also enjoys. And today we thought we would explore skijoring in France. So we had a little bit of fun and decorated our set accordingly. So the most significant date of skijoring in France, most people would say, is 1924, when skijoring was represented as a demonstration sport in the first Winter Olympic Games in Chamonix, France. Now, what's significant about that is that the Games were actually not called the Olympics at that time. They were called the International Winter Sports Week. And it was because of a Frenchman named Baron de Coubertin who came along and decided to establish the International Olympic Committee in 1926 in Paris, France, and then rename that first Games to be the first Winter Olympics. The second Winter Olympic Games were then in Saint Moritz, Switzerland in 1928, at which time skijoring was also, once again, a demonstration sport. And we do owe it to this gentleman because he took an interest in skijoring and made sure that it was represented. It was not a medal sport, but yet it was represented. So this rich history of skijoring in France, like I said, is connected to this gentleman who is French. And he moved the International Olympic Committee headquarters from Paris to Lausanne, Switzerland in 1915. He did that because of the fact that the First World War was in progress, and he thought it was a safer place and neutral territory to establish his Winter Olympics. The other thing about Chamonix is that I have evidence that skijoring certainly existed in that area well before 1924. It was both a recreational activity and a competitive sport. And people often ask me, how did people skijor? Did they have a rider on the horse, or were they reining the horse from behind, the way we see it done in white turf in Saint Moritz these days? The answer is both. So this is a newspaper I have from 1908. The title is Les Sports d'hiver à Chamonix, meaning winter sports in Chamonix. And as you can see, there is no rider. The person is reining the horse from behind. Now, I also have a postcard from 1919 to 1938, which does show a person riding the horse. So 11 years ago, in 2015, I was fortunate enough to go to Chamonix and experience skijoring myself. I don't know if many of you realize that Chamonix is only 11 miles from the Swiss border, also very close to the Italian border. And it is in the shadow of Mont Blanc. There are at least 7 small villages within the valley of Chamonix. And in many of those villages, you can skijor. Most times, or at least now, it's primarily recreational. So I went to some beautiful towns called Argentière, Bourg Saint Moritz, Vallorcine, Les Ouches, Les Arcs, all these beautiful places where I was able to skijor without a rider and experience skijoring the way people would have over 100 years ago. The other exciting thing, however, is that now competitions are being engaged in different areas of France. And they did have a French championship in a town called Ceillac at the end of March. And now there will be another race in Avoriaz, which will have both skijoring in the European style without a rider, and also in the Western style with a rider. So that is quite a development. And I'm going to be going to France to help my friend there, Philippe Cantot, and his friends to put on that event. So we're making history. Chamonix is still front and center in the skijoring world. And as many of you know, the Winter Olympics is going back to Chamonix in 2030. And we're very hopeful that given our rich history in the region of skijoring, we will be able to also demonstrate it once again. So thank you for all of your support. We will keep in touch as we travel. À tout à l'heure. Et merci et salut.